Welcome into Sewell Gymnasium. Tyler Brown alongside Keith Brown tonight to bring you tonight's action. Number 2, White County, 8-4 in district play, will take on number 7 seeded Macon County in this first round of the District 7 3A tournament. But before we get started tonight, we're going to take it down to the court for the presentation of colors by the JROTC and the playing of our national anthem.
Tennessee flag is being carried by Cadet Command Sergeant Major Cameron Menard, and the left guard is Cadet Sergeant First Class Joseph Redmond. Singing our national anthem tonight is Catherine Raines, a senior here at White County High School. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see?
White County student Catherine Raines with that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. As for the color guard, tonight's colors were presented by the right guard Cadet Captain Eli Stewart, the American flag carried by Cadet Second Lieutenant Mackenzie Tuck, Tennessee flag toted by Cadet Command Sergeant Major Cameron Maynard, and the left guard Cadet Sergeant First Class Joseph Redmond. So Keith, we were talking about it just a few minutes before we got started. White County, the number 2 seed in the district tournament, they absolutely smacked Macon County the last 2 times they played on 74-25, 74-39, and Macon County comes in as the number 7 seed. But you've got Thomas Brock in class. You guys had a discussion today.
Absolutely.
And you can't be too confident coming into this.
You're exactly right. Everybody listening to us, Thomas Brock is one of our basketball players, but more specifically, he's a great young man. All of our boys are great young people. All right, but Thomas, I have him in actually a dual enrollment class, so he's in advanced academics. And right before the test started, well, it was before class started, he said, hey, you know, we beat him by 50 before. And I remember looking at Thomas and I said, Thomas, listen, you play the game, you don't play the other team, all right? Show up, play hard, all right? Because we all coach kids. Being an old ball coach, we all coach kids. We never know how they're going to respond.
The winner of this game will gain a berth into the region tournament. And we'll play again on Friday. But first, the White County Warriors will have to get past the Macon County Tigers. The starting lineup for Macon County, Brady Driver, who wears number 1, will start on the court along with number 4, Zach Orders. Gabe Fry wears number 10. Brody Brooks wears number 24. And Casey Gregory wears number 30 for them this season. Braden Brooks was a third-team All-District selection. Orders, a freshman All-Team selection. And then Carson Gregory on the All-First-Team, or rather the All-Freshman team as well. Starting lineup for the Warriors tonight, Thomas Paul, who scored 11 points against the Tigers last time, gets the start. He's a first-team All-District selection. Jake Davis, who scored 17 points against them last time, wears number 1, a 6'1" junior. Trip Pinion, the defensive MVP of the district. The starter at point guard, Jacob Richmond, is the center. And Thomas Brock, who wears the 2 threes, gets the start in the 5 spot. And right off the bat, a 3-pointer from Jake Davis.
Yes, Tyler. When we can get Jake Davis working at the three-point arch, either him or Thomas Brock or Paul, any one of those three, we're in business. So we hope Jake stays hot tonight.
That shot attempt swatted away by Japheth Richmond. And so Macon County will inbound under their own basket. Turnaround jumper. That one is good. Brady Brooks with the basket for Macon County, and the Tigers are on the board.
Well, we see here we're going to a quick transition off give the score, and there's Thomas. There it is. And again, that's a good sign, Tyler. If we can get, that's two of our shooters who are 1 for 1 so far from that three-point arc. That's a good sign for us.
So Brock and Davis both with triples so far. Jake Davis in the last home game against Cumberland County, he had 5 3-pointers in the first period alone. So 6-2 your score on the Farm Bureau scoreboard.
And it looks like Macon's coming out with man-to-man. Looks like they're trying to go athlete on athlete against us.
A little mental error there by Brady Driver, the Tigers point guard. He steps back over the half-court line, and so an over and a back call and a turnover against the Tigers. Turpinian, the all-freshman selectee, will direct traffic. Brock fires up a three, nails it. Back-to-back three-pointers for Brock, and just like that, Macon County is going to call a timeout. Keith, if you're Macon County here, you're a former coach. You're trailing 9-2. You allowed 3 3-pointers. What are you saying in that huddle right now?
Well, right now the biggest thing is the coach of Macon County just wants to break the momentum. Uncle Mo, of course, is always hard to manage. So I think right now he's trying to settle his boys down, all right, because they're an underdog. Everybody knows it. And he's just trying to settle them down, saying probably, hey, look, we know they're going to hit their shots, all right, but keep to our game plan. But if you can, get out there and get a hand in their face is probably what he's saying.
Tigers head coach Adam Bandy looking to pick up their first win in 18 games. They came into this tournament on an 18-game losing skid, did not win a single district game, 0-12 in the district, but looking to play spoiler tonight to White County, but the Warriors are off to a good start, 9-2 here in the early goings, just a little over 3 minutes or under 3 minutes into this game. Loose basketball, they get it to corner, three-pointer up, nothing on that one. Brock on the rebound, keeps it in bounds, but tips it right back to an open Tiger. The shot no good. Offensive rebound, they put it up and in. That one goes to Kason Gregory, his first basket. Turnover against White County, and the Tigers will get the ball right back.
Tough to do when you're trying to break that press. Jake Davis just took off before he dribbled the ball. It's easy to do when you're trying to move fast.
They get it inside to the post. Shot no good. Brock rebounds that one. Nearly dragged that foot into the traffic, but he had a little help from the Tiger on the rebound. Three-pointer Pena, and that one off the mark. And rebounded by Brady Brooks. White County plays the press, but Tigers break it and get it down court. Three-pointer up. That one no good. Way too strong. Rebounded by Thomas Potts. He'll bring it down court. Goes coast to coast. Before good. Paul's first basket of the night. He's got 2 points. 11-4. Warriors leading this one.
Well, and it appears pretty obvious what Coach Mitchell for our White County Warriors is trying to do, and that's play fast, put a lot of pressure on Macon.
Brady Brooks, he puts it back up basket and gets fouled, so deuce and damage for him. And Japheth Richmond is who's called for the foul. That's his first, and the Warriors' first of the 9. Headed to the line for the extra point is Brooks. Brooks 4 points on the night, looks to make it 5, and that one no good. Rebounded by Jake Davis. They swing it to the corner to Thomas Paul. Davis You can tell that he still has those fingers taped on his left hand as Paul sends up a three, and that one is nothing but net, his first three-pointer of the night. And the White County Warriors, 4 three-pointers in the early goings in this one.
And all 4 coming from our primary 3 outside shooters, our three-point specialists, if you will. So far, so good.
Tigers dribbled into the corner. Gabe Fry in some trouble, tries to lob it into the post, but he gets away. And now a pass down the court from Brock is intercepted. And White County puts the Tigers back in business with the turnover. Going to the left side, falls, but keeps the dribble. No turnover there. Good pass down low. The shot missed, and Kason Gregory is going to commit a foul trying to go for the rebound.
Yeah, just got a little bit too aggressive trying to make something happen. Probably feeling the sting of being down, not just by 8, but to be frank, White County, we're outplaying them right now. And it's not uncommon for a team that's on a losing streak. You know, they try to press a little bit. They're just trying to do everything they can to break that goose egg under the win column.
Gregory checks out. Hayden Wicks, who wears number 2, into the game for the Tigers now, and he's in the post. Japheth Richmond comes out from beyond the arc. The give to the left side. And winning that one is Jake Davis. That's his second three-pointer of the night. 17-6 your score. Just over 3 minutes to play here in the first period. Pinion. Defense up front, now Richmond out on his man. To the left wing, dribble it into the paint. Good pass. And that one scored by Brady Driver, his first basket of the night. He's got 2. 17-8 now. A trip to the region tournament on the line, and Thomas Paul called for a travel.
You know, Tyler, that's something you see in the high school game. You see traveling called, but you don't see that much in the college or especially the NBA.
I didn't even know it was a rule in the NBA.
Yes, I think it's more of a suggestion, sort of like a speed limit in Atlanta. I-75. We suggest you go 55, but nobody does it.
A nice jumper there by Gabe Fry, and the Tigers are pulled within 7. Driving into the lane is Jake Davis. He puts up a shot, but that one off the side of the backboard, no good. And the Tigers on the rebound. And so Macon County with a little bit of momentum here. A three-pointer, that one a little short. But the offensive rebound goes to the Tigers. Warriors catch a break as the last to touch it was Hayden Wicks, so it's out of bounds on Macon County. And White County will inbound on the baseline. Fast transition there. Paul into the paint. Goes up with the right hand and hits it.
That's an example, Tyler, when you're a ball player with long arms, you can make things happen in the paint.
7 points already on the night for Thomas Paul. He's got 2 field goals and 1 triple. Top of the key, Zach Borders. To the right wing, trying to dribble it out is Fry. Fry to the basket, and putting a hand up in his face is Jake Davis, and Davis draws the whistle. And so for the second time tonight, a Tiger headed to the line. This time it's Gabe Fry, and he's going to try to hit 2. First shot is a little short off the front of the iron. Warriors leading by 9. The second shot, no good as well. And rebounded by Japheth Richmond. Corner, Paul drives the baseline, and for his second possession in a row, he's going to get called for the travel.
Yeah, and it looks like that one's going to call our coach Mitchell for White County is sort of questioning that a little bit, and certainly understand where he's coming from. But it's a hard job being a referee.
He's still questioning it. He was showing that he put the ball on the ground. Richmond on the rebound, and an errant pass goes out of bounds. Intended target there was Jake Davis. That skips over the baseline and out of bounds.
That looked just like a miscommunication. Jake thought that Jake was going to cut down to the basket, but Jake instead hovered back by the three-point line. And that's something Coach Mitchell shared with me, that he's been trying to work on them reading each other better with the passes. And I think that's exactly the kind of deficiency he says they've been trying to correct.
Brady Brooks makes his third basket. He's got 6 points, and he's going to go to the line for the and one. The foul goes against Jake Davis. That's his second foul of the night. And so Davis will check out, and Christian Henderson will check in. As heading to the line is Brooks. His second foul shot of the night. He's 0 for 1. He's now 1 for 2. 7 points on the night for the man wearing the number 24 jersey for Macon County. 19-13, 40 seconds on the clock, and Thomas Paul is going to take his time, and Warriors should have the last shot of the period. No pressure and no count from the referee as of yet. Brady Brooks in defense. Henderson with the basketball, dribbles it back out to the circles. Trip Pinion, defensive MVP, can also get it done on offense. Pinion in the circles, 10 seconds. Dribbles to the right wing, goes to Henderson. Henderson thinks about it, decides to go to Brock. Back to Henderson, deep three-pointer. That one off the glass, no good. Putting it back up, Pinion, but he just misses and airballs it. And so a good opportunity there for White County. They get the offensive rebound, just can't get the shot to fall. And at the end of one quarter, your score, White County 19 and Macon County 13. And so this one maybe a tad closer than the Warriors would like.
Yes, Tyler, I would completely agree with that. Warriors were not playing poorly, but at the same time, I think Coach Mitchell's probably trying to instruct them to clean up those passes a little bit. And also, there have been a few too many offensive boards for Macon County tonight. And when we have Japheth Richmond down there with such a size advantage, I'm sure he's saying, hey, Japheth, we're going to need you to do a little bit more in that regard. And also, just another point, when we started dribbling the ball, Paul had the ball with 43 seconds left. I was talking to assistant coach Hillis just a couple of days ago, and he informed me that the coaches across the state and the TSSAA have really hinted that a shot clock is probably going to be put into high school within the next couple of years to stop that from happening. And that, of course, could change the game radically.
Just one man's opinion, but I think it's much needed as that one goes out of bounds.
Certainly, coaches are going to say, hey, it's part of the game, it's part of using strategy, but at the end of the day, people don't come to watch somebody just dribble the ball. They come to watch the game, and I feel as if we're going to see that.
That three-pointer comes courtesy of Brady Brooks, his first three-pointer of the night, and all of a sudden, this one's a three-point game. Henderson with the basketball, gives to Paul. Paul will dribble inside and back it back out. Macon County, not a team that you want to let hang around. They started the season 3-2. They were rather 2-1. They were 3-4 after they picked up a win over Westmoreland. Also have wins over Clark Range and Hume Fogg. After that, they hit that 18-game skid. But they have played one of the hardest schedules in all of 3A. They're ranked 75th in the state, but their schedule was the 16th hardest in 3A. And they're coming off a really good game against Clay County, who's ranked in the top 5 in single A. Henderson back to Pinion. Pinion dribbles inside out to Paul. And White County looking for something to open up here. Driving inside, Henderson wide open from the right wing. That one missed. Rebound Richmond. Richmond, turnaround jumper. That one no good. And finally pulled down by Brady Brooks. Fantastic reach there by Japheth Richmond, the 6'7" center.
And that's something that he's really improved on this year is the rebounding. Last year he wasn't a starter, and you can see he's a little skittish out there, but not this year. He's done a really good job for us on the boards.
They kick it to the corner, go back out right side. and a bounce pass that gets past Brooks. Good job of White County keeping it in bounds. And now the jumper, Brooks, that one just misses, and it goes out of bounds off of a Tiger. And so the Warriors will have the ball under their own basket. Jake Davis checks back into the game. And now Jeremiah Gardenhire enters the game for the first time tonight.
Well, and fans, it's good to see Jeremiah Gardenhire on the floor. He's a senior. He signed a scholarship to play golf at TSU. Came out for basketball his senior year and wanted to get more involved. And he gets a lot of playing time off the bench, and he's done a really good job. And again, another great all-around kid.
Mentioned it in the first quarter. Davis, you can see that he's still got the tape on the left hand. He took a bad fall against Cumberland County last week. Did not return to the game, but has played ever since then with those fingers taped up on the left hand. But it hasn't affected his play at all. It's going up for that one. And putting it in is Gardenhire. He enters the game, picks up his first basket, and he's going to go to the line to shoot one.
That was a great assist from Japheth to Jeremiah, and just great to see. You know, we're blessed to have two 6'7" young men on our team, but they also are athletes. A lot of times you see a lot of tall people kind of be not very athletic, but not the case with Jeremiah and Japheth.
Casey Gregory called for the foul for Macon County. Gregory's second infraction of the night. They let loose a three-pointer and misses, and Paul will pull down the rebound. Paul back out to Brock. Brock, the three, good. Three three-pointers for Brock tonight. He's got 9.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I think Brock hit 7 3-pointers against Cumberland County last week, I believe it was.
And now there's timeout called. And it's for an injury. I didn't see it happen, but limping off the court is Casey Gregory, wearing number 30, and favoring that right ankle right now. So Gregory, who's a strong post player, is out of the game for now. And before that three-pointer gets sunk, there is a travel called against Macon County, and so a tough break there for the Tigers. Gregory on the bench. The trainer has his shoe off, and looks like they are going to tape that right ankle. And so likely to return to the game, it appears. Brock, another three attempt. That one a little too strong. Japheth Richmond on the rebound and the putback. Tigers kick it to the corner, double teamed, and swiped by Gardenhire to Richmond. One-handed dunk attempt, misses. Brock comes away with the pickup. And now timeout is going to be called by Adam Bandy, and he doesn't like what he sees.
Well, and they were within 3, and then all of a sudden, it seems like after Jeremiah got.
We nearly had a tomahawk dunk from Japheth Richmond. As you take a look at that three-pointer from Brock from the right side. And like we mentioned a few seconds ago, Thomas Brock, 3 three-pointers on the night. He's got 11 points so far, and right now is the Warriors' leading scorer. Big thanks to Farm Bureau Insurance, Mr. Qualls, the local agent who has helped us out with tonight's broadcast, the last 2 broadcasts actually, because when you get into the TSSAA playoffs, the broadcasting rights belong to the TSSAA, and so you have to pay up to be able to broadcast, and thanks so much to Farm Bureau for ponying up the cash to be able to allow us to bring this game to you here on YouTube Live. So the Tigers have the basketball with less than 4 minutes to play in the first half. White County has open this lead back up after this one was a 16-19 game. The Warriors have gone on a 10-0 run. And a foul is going to be whistled against Gardenhire. So Gardenhire with his first foul of the night.
Well, and Tyler, so far from the charity stripe, we haven't been seriously hurt. Macon has, correct me if I'm wrong, hit maybe just 1 or 2 of their shots.
You are correct. 1 of 5 thus far. And this will be the 6th shot of the night for them from the free throw line. Brady Brooks will do the honors. And it's good. That is the first point in the second period since Brooks hit a free throw to open up the period. (29-17). Gardenhire from the corner misses. Paul on the rebound will dribble it back out and reset the offense.
And that offensive play that we ran is sort of like a double pick. In practice, they set up Japheth and Jeremiah side by side there for a pick. We were looking for the open three-point shot at the corner, but it just wasn't there.
Japheth Richmond draws the defense away from the basket to the left side. Paul tries to dribble it in and is fouled on the shot. And so Thomas Paul is going to the line to shoot his first pair of free throws tonight. The foul goes against Zach Borders. That's his first. As Paul will hit the front end. Driver checks out. Borders checks back in for Macon County. Paul's second attempt, good as well, 100% from the line tonight. Just got a text from Japheth's dad and said, "Oh my God, if that had went in."
If that doesn't describe what our White County High School and White County community is, I don't know what does. It's such a great place. Everybody loves each other and everybody takes care of each other, and that text is a great example of that.
Shot misses. And the ball rolls out of bounds. White County will have the basketball under the Macon County basket. 2:40 to go. Here in the first half, 31-17 your score. Paul dribbles it in, and it's going to be fouled on the play. It's going to go against Zach Borders, who picks up his second foul of the night. That's 4 fouls for White County and 4 fouls for Macon County. As Jake Davis will throw it in, Gardenhire in the corner will kick it back out to Paul.
Well, in that pass play, that's an improvement. At the start of the season, when we were passing the ball like that, the guy who's receiving the ball wouldn't come to it, and it would allow the defender to pick it off, but not that time. Paul came to the ball, and therefore we were able to get the assist and get the points.
Jake Davis hits a deep three-pointer, his third of the night. He's got 9 points so far. 2 three-pointers away from his high on Friday night against Cumberland County when he hit 5. Three-pointer from the corner, that one good.
Well, and 3-pointers for Macon, that's exactly what they need to get back into this ball game. It's still early, but at the same time, we're having on this losing streak they're on. They don't want to go into halftime down too far.
Gabe Fry is who hits the three-pointer for Macon County. White County tries to answer back but misses. Rebounded by Hayden Wicks. Ball booted out of bounds by Thomas Paul. Warren at the score table and checking back into the game is the freshman Trip Pinion, checking out Jake Davis.
And you can see what Coach Mitchell is doing here. He's trying to rest his players, especially his shooters. And, of course, he has a deep bench, so he's able to do that.
Tigers have someone wide open on the baseline. They don't see him, though. They kick it back out for a three. That one misses. Rebounded, put back up, and foul is Brady Brooks, and he'll go to the line for 2 more shots.
You know, this might sound counterintuitive, Tyler, but whenever, like we're right there, we had a guy in the paint, and, you know, the coaches teach him, contest that shot. Hey, if you get over aggressive and foul, okay, but, you know, contest it, defend the yard, so to speak. So while he has his foul shots and he converted there, it's one of those things, a coaching tip, we're okay to give that up.
Brock called for the foul, and this time at the line, Brooks goes 2 for 2. So Brooks, after a tough start at the foul line, is now 4 for 6 on the night. 3-pointer from Paul, no good. Rebounded Richmond. Richmond, the fake, puts it back up, misses. Rebounded by Brooks, and a battle for the basketball, and it's going to wind up in a jump ball. And Macon County, or rather White County, is going to get the ball right back.
Well, it's amazing to watch Trip, Pinion's about to do the inbound. And ladies and gentlemen at home, he's a freshman. This is not college. He's not a COVID freshman. He's not a redshirt freshman. He's a legit freshman. He's also quarterback of the football team. Uncommon for such a young man to have so much poise.
Pinion, all freshman team, and the defensive MVP of the district. That information released earlier in the week. They go in the middle to Pinion. Pinion can't draw a leap from Brooks. Passes it back out. Brock, 3-pointer. Oh, that one in and out. And rebounded by the Tigers' Wicks. 10 seconds to go. We'll have the Warrior Media halftime show coming up for you here in just a few moments. Michael Dodgen, the head coach of the girls team, is going to join us for a halftime interview. The final shot of the half is no good. Macon County, the final possession, can't capitalize. And at the half, your score, the Farm Bureau Insurance scoreboard, it's White County 34, Macon County 22 here in this first round game of the District 7-3A tournament. So, Coach, your overall thoughts just on that first half?
Well, I'll tell you, vintage White County basketball. We tried to move the ball around quickly. We tried to transition fast. We're trying to look for that open shot. And a lot of times when we drive into the paint, you might see other schools go for the dunk or try to, go for the easy layup. But a lot of times for us Warriors, we drive it to pull the defender out and then kick it out to the three-pointer. So vintage White County, we got a little sloppy there halfway through, but then we picked it back up again.
Michael Dodgen on his way up to the booth, and we'll be joined by him in just a few moments. Your score at the half, White County 34, Macon County 22. The big win last night for the girls basketball team. They topped Stone Memorial 67-36 in the first round of the district tournament. Coach Dodgen, congratulations on the win first off and a berth in the region tournament.
Well, appreciate it. Those games are, even though you feel like you should win the game, they're still nerve-wracking, and you got to go play. That's why you play the game. But it was good to get another home game and get a home win, and now we advance on to the semifinals on Friday. How big was it to come out and get that win after a tough weekend against Cumberland County?
Well, it was big on a lot of fronts. Put basketball aside, it's been a pretty emotional 7 days, not only for our basketball program, but for the school and the community when you've got a kid that, like Braden, that had her situation and her family is very, very well and extremely like family in the community. So, it was a tough week for all parties involved, but I hope we got back on track again after last night.
Braden Taylor had a medical emergency early last week, had surgery the night that she played Cumberland County here at home. Lucky to, we were happy to know that everything went well with the surgery, but it was very nice to see how well the visiting team honored her. The Warriorettes wearing the number 11s in their warm-up jerseys, and then even last night with Memorial, they were wearing number 11s. And so just talk about what that means to have the opponents come in and show you that much respect?
Well, it's more than the game of basketball when it's like that. We're all in this thing together, even though we compete against each other night in and night out. Everybody's in this thing together. And Stone Memorial, I had no clue last night that they were going to do that. They did that on their own, and it just shows what type of program they've got. We've had schools from all over the state of Tennessee reach out. What can we do to help you? Is there anything we can do to help the family? And I know there's been some schools that have helped out, DeKalb County, Upperman, Bearden High School out of Knoxville. So, it's been a lot of different people doing a lot of different things, and it means a lot not only to us as a school and us as a basketball program, but I know it means a lot to the Taylors too. And they've had a lot on their plate here the last couple of days. So we're hoping that, we're on the flip side of it, and she's going to get better, and she'll be back with us here soon.
You get your first postseason win last night over Stone Memorial. Nia Powers goes off for 20 points, and early in that one, she scored her 1,000th career point. So you've got Powers with 1,000 points, and you've got Elena Stiles with 1,000 points. And so how huge is it to have a couple of girls that have just joined the 1,000-point club on the same team?
Well, anytime you've got scores, that helps a lot, especially with the way we like to play. We want to get them down the floor and do some different things there. And, we've been pretty fortunate over the last couple of years that we've had a lot of girls been able to join that club. And, it's a huge individual accomplishment. But I think if you interviewed both of those players, they've got more important goals in front of them for us for the rest of the year. And, those things are always nice to get and always nice to have. But, you can't get those honors without your good teammates and people that can get you the basketball.
Regardless of the way the rest of the district tournament plays out, you're in the region tournament. You'll take on teams from District 8. Page, Tullahoma, Lawrence County, and Lincoln County are the 4 teams that will represent District 8. I know it's still too early to look ahead, but what do you know of those 4 teams?
Well, we played Lawrence County first game of the year down at Lawrenceburg, and we were able to come out with a win there on their home floor. And Lawrence County also came and played in our Sonic Shootout during Christmas, so we've seen them a couple of times. Every team down there plays different. Page obviously is the #1 team in the state for Class AAA. They've been that since day one. Lebanon's been the only team that's beat them. So they've got everybody back from a team that went to the state tournament last year. So they've got a lot of experience. And, the key is Friday night's a really important game because it keeps you from traveling in the first round of the region. You get to play at home, you play in front of your fans. And those are big times, too, in those atmospheres. And no matter where we travel, it's going to be a travel. So whoever's got to go to Lawrence County or Lincoln County, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if you can get to Lawrence County from Livingston or from Crossville. That's just a haul. And, it's just different type of basketball. And they've got good district. That's a good district to be in for them. But I'll just be honest with you, our district on the girls' side is unbelievable. It's just, you got 3 teams ranked in the final AP poll in the top 10, and I'll be honest with you, Cumberland County should be there too. And they're not, but Cumberland County is just as good as anybody in the state. So, we've got 4 really, really good basketball teams in our league.
You own a share of the district title with Livingston Academy and Cumberland, and as a result, you have a lot of players honored on all district teams. You've got Ava Jones and Celeste Reed on the 3rd team. First team was Powers and Stiles. Jones and Stiles, all freshmen and all defensive team respectively. Just talk about what it means that the other coaches around the league recognize how good those girls are and give them that award.
And the thing about it too is this league's so good, and for us to be able to get that kind of representation says a lot about our kids and how hard they work and what they do on their own time too. It's not just what they do here while we're here practicing from daily activities, but it is really good. Again, it's the individual things, and if that's all you're worried about, then you're kind of in the wrong sport, because it takes everybody as a group to get what we need to get done, and hopefully, we celebrate that stuff, but then at the end of the day, we got to get ready to go. And it doesn't get a lot of time you get a district tournament, you get a first round win, it's supposed to get a little bit easier. Ours gets tougher. So, we're excited about Friday at Tech at 4 o'clock against Livingston. It is an odd, weird time to play at 4 o'clock, but we're excited to go play.
Like you said, Livingston, 4 o'clock at the Hooper Evelyn Center on Friday. Livingston Academy is the team that you split the regular season series And when it comes to, it's supposed to be tougher to play on the road, but they won here and you won at Livingston Academy, and now you go to a neutral site. What do you have to do to kind of drum up that energy on a court that you're not used to and that is an early game at 4 o'clock? That one's going to be tough for a lot of people to come out to. What do you do to get the girls ready to play that game?
Well, honestly, 100%. If you're not ready to play in that type of atmosphere and that type of game, it's probably not going to work out real well for you anyway to start. But, you know, you just got to prepare. And that's the main thing. You got to prepare and you got to do the little things that get you ready. You're going to have to rebound. You're going to have to make free throws. You're going to have to limit your turnovers. And then when you get a big game, every possession matters. So, you know, playing at 4 o'clock, we played at that time frame a little bit this year. When we went out in Arizona, we played at that time frame some. So, you know, it's going to be a little different, but hopefully we have some people or our fans are able to take off work a little early to be there and support, because you know, we've got a great fan base and, you know, we appreciate all their support.
Well, Coach Dodgen, thanks so much for joining us on the Farm Bureau Halftime Report. Good luck on Friday night. Congrats on the share of the regular season title. Good luck in getting a tournament title as well.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. The Farm Bureau halftime report. Less than a minute to go before we begin the second half here at Sewell Gymnasium. The first half saw White County outscore Macon County 34-22. I haven't had a chance to add up our points just yet, but the scoring leader so far tonight, Thomas Brock, he's got 3 3-pointers along with a field goal. 11 points on the night for him. Jeremiah Gardenhire has 3. He's got a basket and a free throw. Japheth Richmond to put back for 2 points. Jake Davis, 3 3-pointers for 9. And then Thomas Paul, 9 points on the night. He's got a couple of field goals, a triple, and 2 free throws as we get back to action. Macon County will begin the half with the basketball. Brady Driver for Macon County scored 2 points that first half. And Hayden Wicks with his first basket of the night gets the scoring started here in the second.
That was just a good bounce pass, no-look bounce pass right there. Hats off to Macon County. It was just a good play.
For the Tigers in the first, Gabe Fry scored 5 points. And a 3-pointer there for Thomas Paul, and he will strike first for the Warriors. Brady Brooks in that first half for Macon County. 13 points. He was 4 of 6 from the free throw line, and then Kason Gregory had a field goal as well for 2 points.
Good defense by the Warriors right there. That's something we're known for this year. It's good stingy defense. We had another turnover for us.
They go inside to Japheth Richmond. Can't do anything with it. Has to kick it back out. Davis with the basketball. And all 5 starters back into the game for the Warriors. A whistle will go against Macon County. Or correction, it goes against White County. Japheth Richmond called for the offensive foul, and that's his second of the night. Team's first here in the second half. Driving into the paint is Brady Driver. And a whistle will go against White County. Trent Pinion called for the foul, his first of the night, and White County right off the bat with 2 fouls. Brooks finds his way to the basket, puts up a good fight, and has his first bucket of the second. 36-26, 10-point differential here. 3-pointer, good. Make it 13. Thomas Brock with the 3-pointer.
Well, it looks like Brock is just picking up where he left off in the first half. Hot from the three-point line.
14 points on the night for Brock. And a pass inside and another whistle against White County. This time it's Jake Davis. And less than 2 minutes into the second half, Davis has 3 fouls.
Well, we might notice within the first 2 minutes of the second half, we've had 4 fouls called on us. 3 of those defensive. That's going to happen when we play aggressive defense.
Rebound grabbed by Davis. We'll give it to Paul on the left wing. Davis drives in with the left hand, puts it up with the left hand and knocks it down, and Davis is down. Davis will get back up. No timeout called. His shoe came off as well. He puts it on quickly and will race down the court. And lucky for him, a foul called, and he comes up hobbling.
Yeah, Coach Mitchell from the onset was questioning, hey, you know, my guy hit the floor hard, so hard his shoe came off. And obviously, one would think there might have been a foul there.
Thomas Brock commits the foul on the right side of the court, stops the game and allows Davis to get back to action. Zach Borders will step up with the three-pointer for Macon County, his first basket of the night. Pinion, the crossover, into the paint, kicks it out. Brock, no good. Goes for his own rebound, kicks it to Zach Borders of the Tigers, who snags it. And Borders will give way to Brooks, who will bring it down the court. Corner to Wicks. Wicks back out to the circles.
Yeah, and Tyler, what we're playing right here is sort of a collapsible zone, really. I mean, we're in a zone, but wherever the ball is, as you can see, we crash to it. Pretty a nice hybrid, if you will, from a man-to-man in a zone.
Pinion grabs the rebound, and as soon as he gets to the half-court line, he draws a foul. And it's going to go against number 10, Gabe Fry, his first foul of the night. And it's the first foul of the second half for Macon County. They have 1, White County has 4. Driving in, Paul puts up a shot. That one goes over the backboard, but a whistle and a foul. And a quick high five from Paul to Brady Brooks. Brooks, who committed the foul, says, "My bad."
Well, and this is that part in the game where you're roughly midway through the third quarter where frankly, teams can kind of get just a little lethargic. And so when we have a foul shot like this, we really want to capitalize because it just seems to be a natural flow of a high school game. That first part of the third quarter, it's nothing that the players are doing, you know, consciously. It's just getting a little tired, perhaps. But that's good that we can get at least one of those shots there.
Paul now 3 of 4 from the charity stripe so far tonight. A little less than halfway through this third quarter. Brooks will throw it to the corner, driving the baseline. Brooks in the middle, wide open, can't handle the pass coming from Gabe Fry as it trickles out of bounds, and White County will have the basketball. Both times this season that White County played Macon County, there was a running clock in the second half. Macon County has done a good job of keeping their deficit low. They trail 42-29. Three-pointer missed by Davis, and that one rebounded by Gabe Fry.
Yeah, Tyler, you're right. Macon has kept it close enough to prevent that running clock. You know, first path to victory is, you know, don't lose. And that was a step they've taken this evening.
With 11:30 to go in the game, 13-point differential, not a huge gap, as Paul is going to give to Richmond. Richmond, I don't think, was expecting the pass and is called for a travel. I think Richmond thought Paul had it all the way. Richmond had pulled up just a bit, and then when he got the basketball was kind of surprised by it and took too many steps.
Yeah, I think what Japheth was doing right there, he was kind of a moving pick. I think I agree with you. I think he was setting up Paul for the shot, and it just caught him off guard.
Yeah, because he ran a good little block down there.
He really did.
Looked like a receiver and a DB there for a second.
It sure did. He did a good job not making it look intentional.
Shot missed. Pinion is going to be fouled on the play, and I think he took a little exception to that one.
Yeah, it looked like we had a little push and shove going on down there.
It's actually, or it's Pinion rather, that gets called for the foul, his second. So Pinion commits the foul and didn't appreciate the contact, and Braylon Flowers will head to the line. Flowers checks into the game for the first time tonight here in the second half. Misses both free throws. 42-30 your score. Paul driving in, and Flowers this time is going to commit the foul. So first foul of the night for Flowers, and the second against, or rather the third against Macon County. Pinion will inbound to Paul over on the Spartans logo. Brock pulls up for a three. That one in and out, no good. Rebounded by Gabe Fry.
Well, we're still in that pressure defense. It's not a full press, so to speak, but it's awfully close to it. And right now, the clock's on our side, so that's a good idea.
They'll give the ball to Fry. Fry to Brooks, double teamed by Richmond and Davis. So your three tallest players right now playing the perimeter. Pinion and Davis, your two guards, playing down low. Corner, wide open shot, missed. Richmond gets a hand on it, but swats it away just far enough for the Tigers to pick up the rebound, and now a turnover. Richmond. He's going to go across court, and that one got tipped up in the air, and it goes out of bounds off of a Tiger. And so White County, or no, they're going to say it went off of a Warrior, actually. And timeout is going to be called by White County. Coach Eric Mitchell talking specifically to Japheth Richmond as they enter the 30-second timeout. Wasn't very happy with that pass.
You know, of course, getting too far away to read his lips, but I'm sure they're talking about, once again, passing lanes. You know, making the correct passes, trying to get on the same page. You know, but Japheth in that last exchange, he wasn't able to get the ball, but he didn't give up on it. He continued to play hard and ended up getting a turnover, and that's a good lesson for anybody watching at home. If you're a young ball player, you know, never give up on the play. Always play hard, because you know you might can sort of undo so to speak a mistake that you might have made. And so if you're a young ball player, that's something you should keep in mind. Japheth did a good job modeling that for you.
Both teams with 7 points to begin this third quarter, and so that 12-point deficit we saw at the half still remains 42-30 and a turnover for the Warriors.
The rarely called double dribble.
Davis, deep three-pointer, that one short, rebounded by Brooks. Brooks doesn't have much help around him, pulls up for a 15-footer and hits it.
And here we go again. We're coming off that quick transition. Before three of the Macon County defenders can even turn their back, we're already at their foul line. That quick transition, that's really a hallmark of how we play in White County.
Tigers get a turnover, trail by 10, and a little push-off there is going to be called against Thomas Brock.
Yeah, that was one of those I think we saw on the far side of the gym. That's all right. You know, you get down there, you're competing, you know, things like that are going to happen.
Brock called for the foul. And right before he exits, Braylon Flowers and Brock chest to chest, kind of bumping each other. Brooks puts up a shot and hits it. Brooks now with 6 points here in the second half. He scored 13 in the first.
Tyler, here we are again in that third quarter. That's good. I was just about to say that they had cut the lead, Macon had cut the lead, but that's good because hopefully we're getting back in sync.
Brock's jumper pushes it back to a double-digit lead for White County. Pinion's going to apply pressure, and so they don't want Macon County to have the last possession of the third quarter, and a foul is going to be called against Jake Davis as he reaches in And Davis in some foul trouble. That's his fourth, so he is going to exit. And it looks as though Christian Henderson is going to enter in his place and does.
Yeah, that's one of those Mitchells doesn't really have a choice. He still has a whole quarter to play. Jake Davis is one of our three primary shooters from the three-point line. Really got to get him out of there just in case we need his shooting ability in the fourth quarter.
The Tigers have some momentum right now as they call a timeout. They were able to get the lead down to 8 just a few seconds ago. Brock's field goal puts it back up to 10, 44-34 your score on the Farm Bureau Insurance scoreboard. Right now it's Brady Brooks that White County is having so much trouble with. 13 points in that first half. 6 more points scored so far here in the second half. And he's going to go to the line with White County in the bonus.
Well, and it certainly seems like in the second half, Macon has hit more of their foul shots than they did in the first.
And Brooks knocks down the front end. 5 good free throws out of him tonight out of 7 attempts. This will be his 8th attempt, and he hits it. So Brooks, after going 1 of 2 on his first 3, or rather 1 of 3 on his first 3 shots from the charity stripe, has hit 5 in a row. Warriors with what should be the final possession of the third, leading 44-36. 8-point lead for White County. They'll go to the corner. Paul back out to Pinion. Pinion to Henderson. Henderson back to the corner. Paul. Pinion will drive it in. Back to Paul from the corner. Three-pointer, no good. Richmond on the rebound. Loses it. Pinion. Henderson, three-pointer, no good. And I think that would have been close. I think the lights might have flashed before it left his hand.
I think you might be right there. And Tyler, that play where we drove to the line and then kicked it out the ball for that three-point shot. Again, that's just vintage White County basketball. And I think that was our shot we were going to setting up from the start of that series. Unfortunately, you can plan as much as you want, but sometimes the execution is just not what you want it to be. No shame there. Even the pros don't make all their shots.
At the end of the third quarter, your Farm Bureau Insurance scoreboard update: White County 44, Macon County 36. And I know probably not for the players, but from a fan standpoint, from a broadcaster standpoint, this has turned out to be a much better game than was expected. I thought we might be getting to this fourth quarter and not have much to talk about, but with just an 8-point lead, anything can happen in these last 8 minutes.
Absolutely, Tyler. I could not agree more. I honestly thought we had 11 o'clock. Just thought we'd be out of here, but it's been a pleasure to watch, and also just a pleasure to call the game with you. We really appreciate you lending your talents to us here at White County.
Well, I appreciate that, Keith. It's something I enjoy doing, and it's been an honor to be out here calling these great games for the Warriors. As we go back to action, start of the fourth quarter. Henderson, top of the key, looking for someone open. They give it to Brock. Brock doesn't see anything. And so they're just playing hot potato right now as they go down to the baseline to Richmond. Richmond kicks it back out. And back to Henderson, top of the key. And a good game of catch going on right now as they burn up almost a full first minute.
And as we mentioned at the close of the first quarter, that 25-second clock, how it could radically change the game.
Paul pulls the trigger. It's no good, but right under the basket to rebound and put it back is Trip Pinion, and he's got his first basket of the second half. So back to a double-digit lead for White County, 46-36. Over Macon, a three-pointer from Brooks. That one misses. Henderson goes up for the rebound but gets shoved in midair. There's the referee with the call. It's going to be against Hayden Wicks, who wears number 2. That's his first foul of the night, 4th for Macon County.
And that's one of those fouls, if you're a Macon County coach or any coach, it just drives you bananas. It's just not necessary to do a foul right there.
Henderson, wide open three from the corner, banks it. Henderson has his first basket of the night, and that's good for 3. 49-36 now. Wider gap for White County. And we'll see if Macon tries to answer with a three. They've gone to Brooks a lot trying to hit that triple. Brooks in the post right now, guarded by Pena. They'll give to Gabe Fry. Fry has a three-pointer tonight. And then Zach Borders a three as well. And so the two guards on the outside, both dangerous from long range. Pulls up for the three, no good. Richmond on the rebound. Brooks makes contact, but no whistle. Henderson, back to Brock. Three-pointer, no good. Richmond goes up for the rebound. A little bit of an arc on that basketball, though, and so he goes right over his head and it goes out of bounds. Macon County will have the basketball.
And Tyler, it looked like right there we were in a traditional zone on defense. Might be a sign that our coaching staff, thinks that we have a little bit of cushion, a little bit of room, but also might be trying to conserve the energy for our boys in case we need it if the game gets close, at the end.
Henderson with the defense. Richmond out at the top of the key on defense. Paul and Brock stay at home. Three-pointer coming. That one good. Second three-pointer of the night for Gabe Fry. He's got 8 points. Anderson thinks about it, doesn't pull the trigger, instead gives to Paul. Paul tries to drive it to the baseline, but he's going to get fouled, and Gabe Fry is going to commit his second infraction of the half. 5 fouls now for the visitors, 7 for the home team.
Well, no, particularly in this quarter, seems like the fouls have picked up, but not just that, but frankly, flagrant fouls have picked up.
Into the paint for Japheth Richmond. Turnaround jumper for the junior, and he's got his first basket of the second half. 4 points on the night for the center. They'll go inside to Brooks, and Brooks is going to have the hand of Christian Henderson reach in and grab him. And so number 10 for the Warriors is going to be called for the foul. And headed back to the line is Brady Brooks. 8 free throw attempts on the night. He's hit 6 of them, and you can make it 7. 6 good free throws in a row from Macon County's leading scorer. Make it 7 in a row. .24 points on the night for Brady Brooks. 10-point lead for White County, and a block there for Brooks. And now he's going to cross over Richmond and get it across midcourt. Three-pointer up, and he's fouled. Thomas Paul, his first foul of the night, goes up for the block, but makes contact with Paul's hand, or rather Brooks' hand. And now Brooks is going to go to the line to shoot 2, but not before a White County timeout. 51-41 with 4:36 to go on the Farm Bureau Insurance scoreboard.
Well, and it looks as if Coach Mitchell called that timeout, and you could see what he was thinking on his face. When 4 minutes left in the game, we're up by 10. We don't need to be committing these many fouls on defense.
And Brooks has only hit 1 3.
Exactly. And so we're giving them free shots at the goal and not burning clock. And I'm sure that's what Coach Mitchell's probably saying is, hey, play aggressive defense, but play smart defense as well.
2 teams back out onto the court after the short 30-second timeout. White County, 3 timeouts left. Macon County with 2 left in the contest. As Brooks went to the line for his first, and it's good. 8 free throws made in a row for Brady Brooks. And there's 9. And since he was fouled from beyond the arc, he'll get a 3rd.
And this is not what we want to see, them hitting more of their free throws.
And that one good as well.
This is the way leads get away from it. So we really need to start scoring, be deliberate in our shots, and stop the defensive fouls.
White County has given up 10 points on free throws alone, and all 10 have come from Brooks. Three-pointer from Brock. Nails it. Brock with his 5th three-pointer of the night. 19.
That can help make up for a lot of sins when you hit it from the three-point arch.
19 points on the night from Brock. 15 of them from downtown. Still a 10-point lead for the Warriors. Brooks drives in, puts up a jumper, misses. Richmond on the rebound, and now Macon County is going to double-team him in the backcourt. Brock looks to try to get it across the line, does to Pinion. Pinion, Henderson across court to Paul. Paul, the three-pointer, good.
Fans at home, that was perfect execution. They have the press against us. We spread our guys out, hit the gaps, found the open man at the three-point arch, and we executed well.
7 points this half for Paul. He's got 19 on the game. 57-44. Warriors in control, and once again, Paul over top of Brooks.
Yeah, and just as we mentioned a moment ago, Tyler, you can see, at least we can see Coach Mitchell standing and that look on his face. Practically screaming, stop with the defensive fouls already, fellas.
10th foul of the night for White County, so Macon now in the double bonus. And Brady Brooks hits his 11th foul shot in a row. And there's 12 in a row. In this half alone, Brady Brooks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 free throws, all 9 of them good, and then he's got 3 field goals to go along with it. We're going to take a look back here on the Farm Bureau Insurance replay at this Thomas Brock three-pointer. A clutch shot from the left side that was able to extend the White County score to 13, but since then, the Tigers have chipped into it, and it's down to an 11-point lead for White County. The Warriors have done a good job of keeping it a double-digit buffer, but the foul shots are getting the Warriors in trouble here in the late goings.
Absolutely, and frankly, it's silly. It's just silly for us to be making those defensive fouls, and I know that's at the heart of Coach Mitchell's frustration. It's tough to do when you train your players to be aggressive on defense and really go hard, and then you ask them to sort of not turn it off but slow it down. It's tough for young players to do that. Pros, okay, but these are all student athletes. They have real classes, they have lives, and plus they're still somewhere between 15 to 17 years old.
Good ball handling there by Pinion to break the press. Richmond looked like he was fouled by Brooks, but no whistle, and this home crowd was looking for a call to be made, but there's not. Richmond will now try to dribble in, and a quick whistle there against Brooks.
Yeah, and Tyler, I suspect what that was is as Japheth was driving to his right, number 24 from Macon County just sort of stuck his leg out there. He was just trying to get in front of him, but I think what's happening now, the refs are trying to call it tight because they're a little worried about some of the flagrant fouls we saw toward the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Paul's three-pointer misses. Brooks on the rebound. Brooks thinks about it. Drives inside, puts up a floater, good. 30 points on the night for Brooks, and he's had himself a career night.
He sure has.
Henderson is going to be fouled. And I believe it's going to be against the man wearing number 20. And it is. No, it's actually against 24, Brady Brooks. So Brooks now with 3 fouls with less than 3 minutes to play.
And I suspect that Macon County, though, is going to keep him in with 3 fouls with such little time to play. And frankly, he's been the show for Macon County in the second half.
White County now in the bonus as Christian Henderson sinks the first, and so he'll get a second shot. White County has reached 10 fouls on their side. Macon County has 7. Second free throw, good. from Christian Henderson. He's got 5 points tonight. He hit a three-pointer earlier this half and now has back-to-back free throws. Deep three from Brooks. That one misses. Hits the glass and Henderson rebounds.
Yeah, and Henderson wanted to take off right there, but remembered where we are in the game, and so he slowed down.
Paul has that one stolen away by Fry. Fry pulls up for a three-pointer, no good, and a whistle under the basket, and a shove called against Macon County.
Yeah, and I think that was the foul for Macon County. They're just frustrated. I think that's what that was.
Zach Borders, wearing the number 4 jersey, called for the foul. That's his third of the night, and that's 8 fouls for Macon County. And it looks like Coach Adam Bandy asking the official what actually went down there. And it looks like he receives the information well. And Jake Davis is going to head to the line for the 1-and-1. Davis hits the first.
And conversely for us, we need to make sure we hit our foul shots now. Again, just keep that buffer. Don't let Macon think they have a chance. Hope right now on their side could kill us.
Davis with those 2 foul shots in double-digit scoring. He's got 11 points tonight for White County. A bad pass, but corralled somehow by Braylon Flowers before it goes out of bounds. Driving to the basket, ball tipped out of bounds by Davis. Borders looked like he had an open lane to the basket, but Davis able to chase him down and spoil it. Brooks in the corner, double team, still gets a shot up over Pinion. That one misses, and Brock on the rebound. No foul on the reach-in called against Flowers. 1:30 to go. Davis off the shield. Henderson to Paul to Brock. Paul will drive inside, has that one get away from him, but it's because Brady Brooks reached in, and he's got his 4th foul of the night. And no, they actually call it on 10. I thought it was Brooks that got the hand in, but instead they called it against Fry. So Fry has his 3rd foul of the night.
Well, Brooks was on his way to the bench. I think he thought it was on him too.
And so Thomas Paul, the 1-and-1, hits the front end. 62-48, a comfortable lead for White County with 1:17 to play. Second shot. Bounces around and falls.
Well, Tyler, if you'll permit me, I'd like to say hello to my sister. My sister Karen Fiducia is in Sarasota, Florida, with my outstanding brother-in-law Mike Fiducia, but also special shout out to my nephew Andrew Fiducia. He is a senior at Riverview High School, and he's listening to us. Much love to my family down in Florida.
Thanks so much for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. As Brooks with another basket for Macon County. Like we said, he's had a career night, but Thomas Paul has played well also as he hits another basket with less than a minute to go. 65-50, a 15-point lead for White County. And safe to say now that White County is going to move on to take on the winner of Cumberland County and DeKalb County, and they will play Friday night at the Hooper Evelyn Center.
Yes, in our new district, we actually are playing the last part of our district tournaments at Tennessee Tech, which will be a nice treat for our players and our fans.
65-50. Pinion is going to hang on to the basketball, and we will see if White County will just let the clock expire here, and it looks like they will.
Actually, that's the game within the game. I don't know if y'all could see that on the TV screen, but Brooks walked over to Pinion. Of course, Pinion had the ball in his hand, and he just said, hey, it's over, don't worry about it, and he walked off. you gotta love the game within a game.
So your final score tonight on the Farm Bureau Insurance scoreboard, White County 65, Macon County 50, and so Macon County is eliminated from district tournament. Meanwhile, the Warriors will go on to take on the winner of Cumberland County and DeKalb County. Cumberland County, the number 3 seed, DeKalb County, the number 4 seed, and they will play Friday at the Hooper Evelyn Center at Tennessee Tech. Leading scorer tonight for White County was Thomas Paul. He put up 20 points for the Warriors.
Nice.
And White County lives to see another day. And so, Keith, I greatly appreciate your commentary tonight. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it well. Tyler, being alongside a true professional, a real professional, everyone at home. All right, we appreciate you. And it was a joy to get to talk to you before the game and a joy to call this game with you as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So for Warrior Media Live and all of our student workers running cameras and running everything down in the control room tonight, for Keith Brown, I'm Tyler Brown saying so long from Sparta. Your final score tonight, the White County Warriors 65, Macon County Tigers 50.